You ever experience brain fog, or you just can't remember the simple things and you can't just get your memory together? It's not just getting older. Excess sugar reduces a protein in our brain that's essential for memory. Hey, it's your girl Carmel Jean-Francois, owner and founder and CEO of CFit Coaching. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to another installment of the Sugar Savvy Solution, acclimating the foodie in you to a life beyond sugar. Before we continue, I want to ask you a huge favor. You see that subscribe button right below this video? Go ahead and tap that subscribe button. And while you're there, hit the notification too so that you're notified every time I jump on. Your subscription helps support this channel, and it encourages me to keep providing more of the content and even better content that I've been providing so far. It kind of just lets me know that you value the information that I've been providing and that you like me a little bit. I'd like to think so. What if I told you that your daily sugar habit might be making you forget why you walked into a room? Has that ever happened to you? Or worse, shrinking your brain. Studies show that diets high in sugar can actually be shrinking our brain by depriving the brain of the energy that it needs to function. And that also increases the risk of dementia. And most of us don't even realize that that's what's actually happening. Excess sugar reduces a protein in our brain that's essential for memory, and it's a protein called BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor. I'm pretty sure that's what BDNF stands for. Sugar also causes insulin resistance in the brain, similar to what diabetes does in the body. It triggers inflammation in our brain, which damages brain neurons over time. And excess sugar in our bodies and our brain can eventually lead to memory issues, brain fog, even dementia and Alzheimer's, which is being termed as type 3 diabetes. You ever experience brain fog? You just can't remember the simple things and you can't just get your memory together? It's not just getting older. It's sugar messing with our brain function. Or it's menopause. We can talk about that too. But don't misunderstand. The two of them are very, very closely linked. So my perimenopausal and menopausal women out there, understand that we need to take action now. A story that comes to mind is when I went and visited my mom when she was still around, and before I knew she had dementia, Alzheimer's. And we walked into her home and I see this clock over her bed, but it wasn't a clock that told time. And I said, Mom, what is that? She says, it's a day clock. And I said, well, what the heck is a day clock? The clock had the days of the week where the numbers on the clock would have been, where the times would have been. And she says, sometimes I wake up and I don't know what day it is. Now, my mother, of course, was a woman of a certain age. She was fully menopausal and she had already been diagnosed. We didn't know it at the time. But looking back and seeing how sugar did have a hold on her, it was never a secret. It's all coming together and making sense. And we ourselves, we thought it was normal. She's getting older. She can't really recall what day it is. She's not going into office every day. So we discounted it, thinking that this was something that was normal for her. We didn't think that it was going to get progressively worse. And we certainly didn't think it was dementia and Alzheimer's. What was happening was that her brain was on a sugar roller coaster for years, decades even. And the standard American diet, it has so much sugar in it, in plain sight that we don't see, including healthy foods like yogurt. My mother was a big fan of yogurt. Granola, salad dressings. Who doesn't like a good salad dressing? Protein bars. That was my favorite healthy meal. All right, Carmel, so what's the solution? What do we do instead? Well, you can simply start by reducing added sugar and refined carbs from your daily meals and foods. And you do that by looking at labels, making sure that you're aware of what you're actually consuming, and making intentional decisions not to consume them. And you can also start by eating brain-boosting foods like a whole food, plant-based way of eating. And what does that include? Dark leafy greens, nuts and seeds, whole grains, and foods high in omega-3s like chia seeds and flax seeds. And you might go through a couple of days where it sucks because your body is craving that sugar, But people can start to feel better, clearer by day number 3. It happens that quickly when we give it the fuel that it'll thrive on. So I've got a challenge for you. Try reducing your sugar intake for 1 week, one whole week, that's it. And see how you feel. See if your brain fog lifts. See if your memory improves. See if you feel energetic. See if you feel less tired. And let me know. I would love to hear how that works out for you. And next week, I'll take a deeper dive into sugar and menopause. I've spoken about it before on this channel. I'll link it. But I think I want to talk about it again and maybe even take a deeper dive. So you don't want to miss this. Meanwhile, I'm here just making sure that you're savvy about your sugar. I am your whole food, plant-based vegan and fitness coach, encouraging you to be savvy about your sugar. I'll see you next time. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Ciao, ciao. And it encourages me to bring more and 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 it encourages me to keep providing more of the content and even better content that I've been providing so far.